I guess the main thing about the video was the EnTagged. I think EnTagged works great. Unfortunately, something went wrong with ours this go round, so we ended up just going back the old way, using our video footage for both graduations to make sure we had everybody lined up. We just spent the extra payroll hours on people sitting there and sifting them into different galleries and putting them in the right gallery. So we wrapped up those graduations and man, it was somewhat of a challenge, like a hard challenge, but we learned a lot. So let me tell you a story about what happened with Intag and us. So we got to the graduation, everything was good. I tested my Intags beforehand, but it's been a while since I used them. So I thought I had tested them, but I really didn't test them. So when I got there, I forgot that there was a mode to where it writes on your metadata. So, needless to say, I didn't check it that far. So when I got there to the graduation, there was a lot of firmware that I need to upgrade and a lot of updates that needed to be made to my app because I only use it once a year for the graduations. And we were using it or trying to get it ready, and I just found myself really like kind of in a pinch because I couldn't get it set up. So thankfully I was able to call support. It was a Thursday night on the first graduation, and I sat on the phone right till about 6:15. The graduation started at 6. Had my second photographer out doing the candid shots, and ended up just couldn't get it to work that day. I don't know what it was, but it just wasn't updating. So next day, gave them a call the following afternoon before the next graduation. Got it working perfectly. And we started doing the names as she was calling them out. And what happened was, I don't know if this year the name caller was faster than the name caller last year, or if the app was just acting buggy. I'm not sure what it was, but long story short, we ended up getting bogged down on our Intag codes, if that makes any sense. So after we got bogged down, we pretty much just had to put it to the side. And thankfully, I had my GoPro on my camera stand just to make sure I had that as a backup in the event that it didn't work out for the actual Intag, which probably around the D's it stopped working. So we had all the way from D to F that we had to get done. So we just kind of shut it off, and then I just took the Intag out. My wife was actually tapping the names as I was talking. And then after we did all that, we just ran through the rest of it. They were live streaming the graduation, so we were able to use their video and our video from my GoPro, which I had just sitting on the stand, which was awesome because I could see a face and a name. And then their video, the audio was better, so we just went with that one. And then the next graduation, I'm actually mixing up graduation. Yeah, we're on the right one. That was the second night. So we ended up trying it, didn't work, and then we just recorded it. And then we used the video, and we just put everybody's beginning of the year access code with their end of the year access code, if that makes sense. So whenever parents went in the shop, if their kid had a photo doing a speech or something else extra, we put all those in one gallery, and then we put all the rest in their shaking hands, the grip and grin one, we put that in their main gallery. So the sales were great from that. It's still young. I think they're, at this point in time I'm making a video, they're about a week old. We've made more than we did last year in the first week. So separating them out was worth the extra effort. So if you have somebody on your team who can sit down and watch a video and shuffle people into the right galleries, you're gonna get a higher sale because the parents don't have to go in and find their kid. That kind of makes people abandon carts, I feel. Because last year I had the whole abandoned cart thing going on because, not abandoned cart, it just makes them not have a great shopping experience in your e-commerce platform for your images. So just putting them in singles makes so much more sense. It's easy to go in, see your kid, either you like it or you don't. We use Snap Shield now. I'm sure that's a contributing factor why the sales are so good as well, because SnapShield blocks anyone from trying to take the image without buying it, so they can't screenshot. I don't think they can screen record, so it blocks all that. And then we get a report of people who had attempts. So from there, we can actually lock people out if they try too many attempts. And sometimes people accidentally hit a button, I understand, so we don't lock them out the first time. But if we see like 5 to 10 times they just tried on different devices, because we can see all the different IP addresses too. So if we see some malicious intent, we'll shut it off, and usually we'll get an email and they'll be like, it wasn't me, it was my mother-in-law, or they'll say something like that. And typically we'll say, hey, look, if you want us to unlock it, we'll unlock it again. But if we see the same activity, we're gonna have to shut it off. And thankfully, usually after we have that conversation with people, we don't have to deal with it anymore. But I guess the main thing about the video is the EnTag. I think EnTag works great. Unfortunately, something went wrong with ours this go round, so we end up just going back the old way, using our video footage for both graduations to make sure we had everybody lined up. We just spent the extra payroll hours on people sitting there and sifting them into different galleries and putting them in the right galleries. Shout out to Chelsea. She did not trust anybody else to do it. She wanted to do that herself just to make sure it was perfect. And it was pretty much darn near perfect after she did it. So great job. Thank you, Chelsea. We really appreciate you. And if you're interested in trying EnTag, I would say try it for smaller events or slower events, not fast-paced events. Our first time we used it, it worked great, but for some reason this time it just didn't work good. And I don't know, they did get acquired, so maybe that has something to do. They're still working the kinks out of the acquisition between where they were and where they are now. But it's a phenomenal device if you're in the right arena for it. But like I said, unfortunately, I wasn't in the right arena for it, not at that fast-paced level. Because every time you tap it, it blacks out your screen for a second, and then you can start taking pictures. And then you gotta click the next person, it blacks out your screen for like a millisecond. It's not even a long second. But when you have people coming, John Smith Jr., John Smith, like when they're coming that fast, you don't have time, you don't have the split second, like you don't have it. So great tool, just not great for graduation this year. Maybe we'll try again next year, but I don't know. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all the things that help you see these videos when they come out. And we appreciate you watching. We appreciate you tuning in, and we can't wait to see you on the next one. All right, peace.